She entered like thunder behind a smile. Everyone turned when she stepped into the compound, galley tall like pride itself, gown sweeping the floor as if to remind it she'd arrived. They said the bride was beautiful. True. But it wasn't her beauty that held the air. It was her silence. Sharp silence. That kind that tastes like something is about to spill. They stood waiting, the groom's people. All seated, fans waving slowly, small talks running like river water. His mother sat at the center, wrapper tied twice for confidence, eyes scanning every corner. Not nervous, not worried. Just watching. The bride walked past. Past. Like she didn't see her. Not even a glance. No greeting. No kneeling. Not even the nod you give a neighbor's dog. The old women shifted on their stools. One whispered into another's ear. The aunties paused their chewing. Something had cracked. But nobody wanted to be the one to say it out loud. The groom saw it. His smile twitched. His mother's smile didn't. She just sat, still, like a tree deciding if to shake or stand. The bride danced, hips swaying to drums, laughter hanging on her lips, hands tossing money like she owned December. But silence followed her like shadow. Whispers grew. Somebody said it was pride. Another swore she had warned her son. One cousin said maybe the girl was shy. But the girl? She didn't look shy. She looked like someone who'd made up her mind since last week. That night, after guests had eaten and left bones on plates, the house grew quiet. Just family now. Just truth. The groom asked softly, "Why didn't you greet my mum?" She turned, met his eyes. Her voice was calm like cold water. "She knows why." And just like that, the room started breathing differently. The next day came with no music. Chairs were empty. Plates untouched. The air was stiff like overboiled yam. She sat on the veranda, barefaced, wrapper tied loosely, eyes watching the compound as if expecting a storm. The groom hadn't slept in their room. He had left when the last plate was cleared. Inside, his mother was boiling water and old anger. She moved slowly, but her thoughts were racing. She kept replaying the moment. The walk past. The insult. The silence. She turned to her daughter. "She thinks beauty can cover disrespect?" The daughter didn't answer. Outside, two elders arrived. Not invited. But old men don't need invitations when peace is missing. They sat. They called the groom. They called the bride. His mother came and sat too, wrapper firmer this time. Silence again. Until one elder cleared his throat. "We are here to understand," he said. The bride sat tall, not afraid, not frowning. Just steady. She looked at the woman she didn't greet and said, "Your son knows what happened between us. But I will still say it." Everyone waited. She continued, voice low but strong, "I came to greet you 3 times before today. Once in your shop. Once in your house. Once in church. Each time, you looked at me like something you stepped on. You said I wasn't the type for your son. That I'd bring shame. But now, because it's public, you want me to kneel." Silence again. But this one was heavier. The old men exchanged glances. The groom looked down. His mother stared, words failing her for the first time. One elder spoke, "Wrong met wrong here. But silence multiplies bitterness." The bride stood. "I'm not proud. I just refuse to pretend." And with that, she walked away. This time, the silence didn't follow her. It stayed behind, inside those who had more to say but never said it. Days passed, like harmattan wine through dry clothes, quiet, cold, and unkind. The compound that once hummed with wedding chatter now heard only plates clinking and doors closing. The groom moved differently. Not angry, not soft. Just distant, like someone walking inside a dream they couldn't wake from. His mother sat in the kitchen often, peeling yam without looking up. Her face was unreadable, but every slice was slightly harder than the last. Her friends stopped visiting. The neighbors watched, but only with their eyes. Inside the room meant for newlyweds, space had grown between the pillows. She noticed it. He noticed it. But no one spoke. One morning, she packed a small bag. Not because she wanted to leave, but because silence was louder than slaps. She folded her clothes gently, as if not to wake a wound. He walked in just as she zipped the bag. "So this is it?" he said. She didn't turn. "You've been quiet." "I've been thinking." She nodded, still not turning. "I should have told you what my mum said that day in her shop," he added. Now she looked at him. "Why didn't you?" He sat on the edge of the bed, hands clasped like someone holding a confession. "Because I was scared you'd walk. And I loved you too much to risk it." She laughed, not the sweet kind. "So you let me carry disrespect just to protect peace?" "I thought it would fade." She zipped the bag back open, slowly. "It never fades. It just waits." That evening, something shifted. Not completely, but enough. She cooked a goosey and served 3 plates. One for him. One for her. One she left at his mother's door. No words. Just food, hot and honest. The next morning, the mother returned the plate, clean, and with a note under it. "Come and sit with me." Not as daughter-in-law. Just as woman to woman. That was how it began again. Not with an apology. Not with a hug. But with 2 women sitting under a mango tree, peeling garden eggs in silence, for the first time, on the same side. Some wounds don't need noise, just truth, served slowly, like a plate left at the door. Sometimes, it's not pride. It's protection. And healing doesn't always wear white clothes and loud apologies. Sometimes, it just sits quietly under a tree, peeling garden eggs with the one who once refused to look you in the eye. If this story held you even for a moment, there's more where it came from. Don't just watch and go, hit that subscribe button, join the family, and let's keep telling stories that speak without shouting.